But yeah, look, you could also see that we've started to tidy up the woodshed. So we've got some of the big old knotty lumps out of the way, and this will just be now filled up with a few trailer loads of wood for the winter, because although it's August, it won't be long before we're starting to have log burners, and we have them on basically from September onwards, really, as it starts to get cool in the evening. So saves having the central heating on.
And this little pile just isn't enough.
No, and it's too thin as well. This is the kindly type wood, isn't it? So actually, if we show everybody, this is more like the main wood that we stick on the log burner. Some of it's a bit small, but that's the kind of size, isn't it? You're going to say something?
I was. From trees that have fallen and you've chopped up, and none of it's bought. It's all from our land.
That's a very good point. Yeah, it's all a sort of internal cycle, if you like. And we've lived here, what, 12 years now?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, about 12, 13 maybe. We've not bought a single piece of firewood.
God has delivered frequently.
Yes, I mean, we actually don't. We've got cut already into rounds or lengths of log, probably enough for 2 or 3 winters, I think, a couple of winters at least. And then there's a couple of really big ash trees at the top of the field that are
rotten.
Well, one's almost dead and the other one is. And there's at least another 1.5 or 2 years of wood in those, I think, because it's not our main heating, is it? It's not.
No.
It's not like when you watch a YouTube video in the middle of Alaska and they're burning wood. It's the only source of heat. They've got the cook on it and it's on 24 hours a day. Ours is spot heating. Although it's really important. I mean, it makes we have a really cosy cinema room at night, and it means that we don't have the central heating on, wasting it heating the whole house, and we only want to heat one room, really. So it's very good. So this is the main stuff, as we said, and then and then this is just bits of junk and spot the error, those of you who do turning. Went too deep and the bottom fell out, so that's another story.
It's called recycling, darling.
Yes, it is. We'll burn it. And then this is the kind of kindly type wood, isn't it, that we use to get started for log burners. But this big meaty stuff down here, this bigger lumps, the log burner in the dining room, which we don't use very often, but we do use, is a big beast of a thing, isn't it? It's like a dustbin, and it takes half a tree. So these big bits of wood, when they get going, really pump out the heat. And so these are generally the nasty bits that I can't split easily or whatever, and we just chuck them to one side. And then when the family comes for weekends in the winter or Christmas in particular, we whip through those, don't we? But all this will be stacked high with rounds, logs, branches, etc. And we process it in a few ways. We've got these sawhorses that we use. And you've got an electric saw that you use to cut this stuff up with, and then I've got a chainsaw which I'll chainsaw up either limbs like this and it just goes straight on here, so this is kind of like sawn up with the chainsaw, or it gets sawn up and then it's a bigger bit, so it gets split again then with the axe. So yeah, plenty to do. Right, let's go move some wood.
Move wood. Here we go.
So here's our faithful chariot that we'll be using to get the wood in our little trailer. Poor old Frankenstein has broken again. He needs a new drive belt, which I might well do tomorrow if the weather stays good. I'll get out and do it. It's just an oily, messy job, which I've been putting off, especially since the grass hasn't been growing. But we had a lot of rain the last couple of days, so it'll start growing again. So I need to put the belt on, so I might bite the bullet tomorrow and have a go. In the meantime, we're using one of the other tractors. Here we'll use this. There's some old horse chestnut in there, there's some ash, some bird cherry, bit of oak as well from when I went foraging for some oak for my wood tanning. So yeah, and sadly, if you can see in the background, there's a really quite a sizable ash tree there, But the thing you might notice is there's not many leaves on it, and it's got the dieback really badly now. And my guess is another year or two and that'll be dead, unfortunately.
Wood.
Which is, yeah, it's nice wood, but it's sad as well. So these are a couple of slabs of old ash. So it comes in all sorts of sizes and shapes, doesn't it, Age? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Got enough?
No, we'll get a bit
No,
more.
I mean for this trailer.
No. Right,
Catch up.
that's probably it, thank you.
Okay, I'll carry it.
Oh,
Can you get this one?
yeah. There we go. That's a goodly pile, that. Right, do you want to drive?
No, it's the first of many, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I always lose count, but I bet there'll be at least 10, 12 trailers by the time we're done. Because I'd rather have too much of it.
Yeah.
Plus, the stores of wood that we have around the house, I say around the house, and in various places around the outside of the house, they're a bit depleted because we ate into them. So it's not just a case of cutting stuff as we use it. We've got a bit of stocking up to do. So what I'll probably do is do half a dozen trailer loads, then stock all the things up, and then we can see how much more we need, because we have a good visual idea of how much we need once it's in the shed, right? Good.
Oh,
Doghouse with the cat again. I've scared him a second time today.
dear.
He's been twice now asleep in the long grass and I woke him up. Last time he swore at me, kept meowing his head off. He's probably doing the same. Right, so we'll put the chunky bits at the back and the long sticky bits there, yeah? Right, so these bits, just go. Did you manage that? I think I'm getting you the muscles from Brussels now. Probably bloody stronger than I am.
want to do one more?
Yes. Let's go get a few rounds of that big old sycamore that came down, because some of them are splitting now. I'm going to use some of them for turning. You've seen me using some of it already. So. This has got absolutely nothing to do with the theme of the video, which is all about firewood, but if you Helen turns round a little bit, you'll see all the apples that Helen swept up over the last day. They're all cooking apples that have come off these two enormous apple trees. We have still got quite a lot of apples on the tree. We always have far more than we need. But this year the apples have shed a lot more than usual, haven't they? And
yeah, the trees have been quite stressed because this is the second year in a row where it's been a super hot summer. We've got a drought this year. They didn't declare it last year. So they've barely, I mean, they've recovered, but they still need water.
Yeah, I think that's it, isn't it? That the trees, this is where they protect themselves from drought, isn't it? They shed their fruit. So there's still quite a bit, I don't think we're going to be short of apple sauce at Christmas.
And these are
they're much smaller, aren't they?
Yeah, much smaller. They're quite bitter because they've come off so early.
Yeah.
Can't really use them. The muntjac come and eat them, and the birds. But this is I mean, both of these trees are incredibly old. They shouldn't be this tall, but they've been left over the years, and I'm loath to do any massive pruning because we might end up losing them.
You don't see apple tree trunks that big very often either.
No.
I mean, I keep looking at it, I think that would be an amazing wood to turn, but there's two things with that. Firstly, I don't want the tree, I'd rather have the tree, to be honest. It's beautiful. And secondly, it's really hard wood to not stop splitting. You know, all fruit wood is, but the apple, we had some once, and I cut loads of bits of it up, and only half of it was any good, and then the other half was just ended up being firewood. So, but yeah, they're big old trees. But even the apples still on the trees are quite small for the time of year. Yes. I mean, normally you can get kind of really big. Yes. Because they're kind of like Bramley type cookers.
Yeah, because they're cooking.
Yeah,
cooking apples.
But they actually look like eating apples, and some of them are even. I mean, behind your head, if you turn round, look, there's a couple just there, right. Oh, you got right couple, but yeah, I mean that's tiny, isn't it? Really hard.
That's really small.
So there you go. So what we're looking at here, then, H?
This is from the walnut tree that came down across the gully, and you managed to chop a fair bit of it into chunks.
Yeah, sycamore tree done.
What did I say?
Walnut.
Oh,
it's a big old tree.
It's a sycamore, sorry.
You can see the ends of the three chunks of it just lying still there, can't you? In the back there. You can also see why it was dying off, because got these great big hollow areas
right in the centre.
Yeah, and that's the sort of channel for the water and nutrients to go up and down the tree, isn't it? But yeah, so I was just going to load a couple of these into the trailer. These are ones that just need splitting then, Hell, with the axe. I tell you what, they're a jolly sight lighter than they were when I first cut them.
Yeah.
Actually, that might make good bowl blanks. Let's take this one. Oh. Some of it might need chainsawing again, H, but some of it will just be, I think, split with the axe. Bless you. There's another hoe holy one, a religious log. Dear me, what a bad joke.
There's not going to be any,
There's
not going to be any room for the logs.
couple there. That'll do then in a minute. I was just going to... I am going to move all of this eventually, but... Still surprisingly heavy. A lot drier than they were.
Yeah, so they've lost a lot of water.
It was a big old tree though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, what did we say? We can't charge to count the rings. We got to about 200, didn't we?
yeah, easy.
Yeah, about at least 200 years old.
But what's surprising was the root base wasn't deep.
No.
No one got me to help.
I'm not stacking that very well, am I? I want to move that one a minute. That's it. That's better. And then that one will tip over there like that, and then that one will be there, can't it? Like so.